Alex, do you know what time it is?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's time to play our favorite game again.
Oh, no.
Random game discussion. Because it's number 21. Round
499.
3. What?
499.
Okay. You're going to have to give me a moment. I did realize, though, that what we can do is if we have not actually played number 499 when I get there, I do want to at least know if it sounds interesting to you. Or if you cared, if you in any way, shape, or form cared about it. Out of curiosity, if it is a no, are we... Oh, I guess we can't really descend because we only got one past that. But we're going to go with 499. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you have played this. It's Citizen Sleeper. I played it a bit.
I didn't play it. I did see it. I did look at it. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, so I didn't get it.
Was it anything that you cared about?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't remember exactly which one it is, but I know it's slightly narrative.
It is. You're on a spaceship, and I'm trying to remember the exact mechanics of it, but it kind of has dice mechanics that are involved with it. And, yeah, you're supposed to use those dice mechanics to do things on the ship to repair different systems and such like that. On a ship that's always in danger, so you're trying to keep up with the danger that's coming towards it with the system shutting down and everything like that. And it's interesting. I didn't play it all that long, though. I can't really say.
So it wasn't that interesting.
It wasn't that interesting. I'm looking at the bottom of this list, and it's like a lot of these, if I'm looking in this block, don't really look like ones I've played outside of like Forza Horizon 4. I'm trying to think if there are any here, like even close to here that you have played. And I bet that if I go up the list, Final Fit, you didn't play the remake, I know that. Valkyria Chronicles. Oh my god. Tunic? Did you play Tunic?
No, I didn't play Tunic.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm realizing? Like, I could go through these, but I just know for a fact you have not played any of these. I could list these all off. I think if I went up the list, the first one that I know you've actually played is No Man's Sky.
What number is that?
477.
Yeah, I played that. Played quite a bit of that.
What's
below that?
Oh, right below that is...
78.
78? Breakout.
Breakout.
That's true.
Old Breakout, yeah.
Yep, original Breakout. 72 to 84. Okay. So you've gotten that.
79, let's go.
Okay, Ori and Will of the Wisps.
I haven't played that.
And then Tunic. Tunic passed.
No, Tunic looked interesting, but not like something it's not typically the kind of gameplay I care about.
Right.
But I have listened to videos about it and talking about it and how it works, and I appreciate the design and how they did that. Where it's, you can play the entire game from the beginning, speedrun it if you already know how to play it. It's very much in the same vein as, like, Outer Wilds.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, I guess we can talk about Tunic for a minute, because I've played a bit of Tunic. The thing about Tunic is that it has a really interesting mechanic about not knowing the language that you're seeing and trying to uncover the language. Actually, it shares that with No Man's Sky in a lot of ways, because you're learning the language as you explore the game.
In a different way, but yeah.
In a different way, but you're learning the actual mechanics of the game by uncovering information about it in the game.
Well, yeah, as I said, it's in the same vein as Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds, yeah, no, Outer Wilds.
Because the more you learn about the mechanics and how the planets and everything work in Outer Wilds, the better you can get at the game. And the more you understand about it, the more you're able to do, because you go, oh, this is how this functions, okay.
Right. Ultimately, it was not a game that I played through to the end, because the other thing about Tunic is it does share a lot of similarities to another series, which is Dark Souls. It has very much that kind of thing for the mechanics. it's just doing it from like more of a Legend of Zelda style look and feel, and especially the top-down kind of like Link to the Past look. There's just, in terms of the actual game, when you're playing the game, there's some frustrations with how the game actually plays. When you're getting into having to cross over like logs, and you can't quite like figure out where the hitbox is of where I can go on the log without falling off, and there's somebody guarding it. And so now you have to work out like the logistics of like, how do I get past this guy that's blocking the entire log, and do that. And the thing about it is that the mechanics for it, and I guess I found this with like Death's Door too, when you're doing it top down, the Dark Souls mechanics are odd. Like, compared to, like, the behind-the-camera third person. Because locking on and trying to, like, maneuver in that world is a very different experience when you're trying to do that with your standard analog stick controller setup. So
I'm not a fan of, like, twin-stick shooters anyways, so, like...
Yeah, so it might
For me, like, trying to move with one stick and then aim with another stick with a top-down view is not my cup of tea.
Right. The only time that I really like those, I guess I'm more predisposed to that than you, just because, like, I did like The Ascent. I know you weren't a fan. But then also, like, Nimrods is a good example of that, and I did. I
mean, you can turn auto aim on that if you want to, anyways.
You can. Tunic is one of those games where it is both cute and also kind of cruel in how it is, presenting itself, because it's got Dark Souls difficulty and timing that you have to worry about, and that kind of combat, but it's also like very much you being Link but a fox. Like, even in the graphics, if you look at the graphics, that sword and that shield and that tunic look very, very similar to a certain...
It's paying homage.
Oh yeah, it's definitely paying homage to that. And a lot of the look of the game is very reminiscent of, like, that kind of like the top-down, old-school version of Link. But, just in general, I guess it was... The Souls-like stuff didn't work for me in that format. Although
Crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes it works. In that format, it didn't. For that reason. So there you go. Okay. So it turns out Tunic was the one at 480. You definitely said 480 for this one.
Definitely.